Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 6th of September 2024. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be wrapping up our main story quests in Azj'Kahet and moving into the endgame story campaign. See where all these disparate threads take us. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well this morning. Friday, end of the week, last day to get through. You've got this and you can enjoy your weekend. Hope you have some fun things planned or a good old rest waiting for you. Alright. Hello Weaver, we're here to wrap it up.
A little weave rat told me you arrived.
You have done well to ally Anub'Azal and Nizrek to our cause. It is time we solidify this triumvirate relationship between us all. We will conference via Shadecasters. Activate them when you're ready to begin. Aye aye.
Threads will cross again.
Activate these Shadecasters. We'll use them to speak to Anub'Azal and Nizrek. Let's begin.
Our mutual agent has informed me that their allies from above will storm our realm for Azj'Kahed's head.
However, disposing of Azj'Kahет will not be enough to save our people. It is Azj'Kahet that is leading us to our downfall. Ah, you speak of insurrection. You don't know our queen as I know her. How people go missing. Dark forces walk the palace. Azj'Kahet only thinks of power.
But she is still Nephris's blood. Is there no redeeming her?
We've blinded our tired hearts from the truth, Widow. Azj'Kahet is nothing like her mother. Indeed, but we three can work together to restore Nephris's ideals instead.
I understand. We must slay Azj'Kahet and sever the threads that shackle our people.
This gives me hope. You have a large web to spin, but I believe this first strand will hold.
Our threads entwine.
I expected far more verbal dueling than what occurred. To be so willing to work with one another must mean these times are dark indeed. We have a long road ahead of us. I will say plainly that your help has been invaluable. It may end up being the thread that allows my people to survive. Thank you. You're welcome.
Let's make haste, champion. We must notify our allies of what we've uncovered.
Aye aye.
You have found me.
Baroque. The moment is upon us. We must make haste to the city of Donegal where our allies await. Only together do we stand a chance against the Harbinger's machinations.
Know your target. Come, Anduin. Donegal awaits.
We unlocked a portal now.
We'll meet you there, champion.
Aye aye. Our is still set to there. It'd be nice if we have a portal. Well, we do. Big spider portal. Web. What? Very anticlimactic portal noise. Right. We'll have a lot of different endgame stuff as well, but we're going to keep going with the campaign. We've got 5 chapters of it. Nice to be back in Donegal though. It's a pretty cool capital. What they're doing with all those chains up there. Let's see what everybody has to say. We'll assume Thrall and Jaina aren't back yet.
Oh, Illyria! Anduin!
Magni!
Good to see you back.
We must forge ahead.
Must always remember our duty to Azeroth.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Ah, yep, we get world quests and the adventure mode. I'm glad to see you all back safely from your journey.
If you hear anything I need, let me know.
Campaign complete. World quests and events unlocked. Zolgar needs your aid. Check your map for a range of new activities. Your future characters can complete zones in any order and access world quests immediately. And we can also unlock the Earthen Allied race.
We will survive.
Oh yep,
Always do.
the map has opened up. Interesting. So we have to do other world content to unlock that one. And we have dailies and weeklies everywhere. A bountiful delve. Hallowfall has suddenly gained a chunk of side quests. And their specific event. Stuff all over the shop. Right. All to investigate once we get this campaign
Are you
sorted.
here to chat or work?
From the moment we crashed on this isle, if it were clear as crystal, we'd be needing allies if we hoped to face Xal'atath. Dinner and Frol took off to muster reinforcements, and you and I set to work seeing what could be done here with the Earthen. And I have to say, we've done well on our own, haven't we? Moira smiles at you proudly. But it looks like our reinforcements may have finally arrived. Peacekeepers spied ships coming this way. Go and take a look and confirm the good news. Oh, and expect this till a 0.1 patch.
Storm Rider Scout spotted our ships in the distance. They should arrive soon.
Hang on, there's a chisel on here, Moira. Just give me a moment. Mining knowledge. Nearly at 15 for that one. Let's go have a look. Or does Xal'atath just kill them all? That's Kultira's ship. Horde ships. Oh good. I can relax a moment. What Terralians here as well. Ooh. Falstad? Kira, I believe her name was. Maggot Orc leader. Oh, Leodrin! Ooh. I hope we get some stairwells and listens. Awesome.
You address the Queenery.
Alliance and Horde have arrived.
And here they come now.
Oh,
Loktar, everyone.
And apologies for the delay.
who we got then? Obviously got Jaina.
We've
Not
been
Falstad, it's
stuck
Kurden.
in it. How I miss the open skies. of
Aurelian.
Winterlands.
It took time for us to assemble the fleets. The armistice between the Alliance and Horde is more fragile than most realize. As for me, I must speak to Illyria. There is much to be done. Our duties come first. Aurelian presses his lips into a thin line. And so, once again, the words we want to share will have to wait.
Never relent.
Comrade Footman, Wildhammer Skyfighter.
We will fight for what is ours.
Is that enough, Trollbane? Weren't you in Outland?
Whatever comes, we will face it together. My life for the Alliance. Azeroth calls, and we must answer.
You were an old friend of Khadgar's too. Did they go and bring you from Outland? That's pretty cool. Gorgana, I don't know who you are.
Greetings.
Warsong Clan. So you're their head now?
Strength.
We know
and
Thrall.
unity.
Thrumka!
Keira, the Magar,
Magra.
Grunt, and Liadrin.
Naria Shala.
Hello. Oh, I've got quite the squad rolling up.
The true battle lies ahead.
I'm glad to see you are well. The journey took longer than anticipated. The capricious sea had its own plans, it seems.
A single spark can set the world aflame.
We sailed for what seemed like an eternity. I must admit there were times when I worried we would arrive too late. Seeing all of you united and strong has rekindled my hope. Before we begin planning, we must set up a base of operations here in Donegal. Ooh, we get a fancy Arathi greatsword, which isn't quite as good as what we had, but I'll take it.
Be careful who you trust.
Seek out my steward, Outlander. He is waiting to assist you.
Sure thing, Merrick, but first...
There is much left to do.
Xal'atath remains a threat that must be eliminated. I see now that my single-minded drive to vanquish her was misguided. My sense of guilt and my thirst for vengeance warped my perspective. Blamed myself for what happened, and thought that I alone had to make things right. I'm not the only one that seeks to bring Xal'atath to justice. We'll face her together, as one.
Jaina, Thrall. When we last spoke,
We're a bit on ceremony for heart to heart, but sure.
my grief and rage were deafening. I thought the only way to silence them
Was to hunt down those responsible.
Oh, Jane had
I
been
know
there.
what that's like. To survive an atrocity and feel like vengeance is all you have left.
Or to think you could have stopped what happened if you had just seen what was right in front of you.
That pain, that guilt. I felt it twisting me into someone I'm not. But I assure you, I have found my way back from the edge. And I am here, with you, to the end.
It's good to have you with us, Alaria.
We're all in this together.
That we are. The time will come when I must face Xal'atath again. But when I do, it will be for the right reasons.
Outstanding!
Someone
Strong
reintroduce
will stand
Trollbane here.
once more.
Let's go set up our embassy. Oh, we're just going to use these buildings around here. Fair enough. Steward.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Welcome, human. Long ago, Council Warden Merrick appointed me as the decorator of Donegal. It is my solemn duty to maintain the aesthetic harmony of our city. With each passing cycle, I diligently weave style and beauty into the fabric of Donegal's streets, imbuing them with a subtle elegance and functional allure that befits our esteemed heritage. As the appointed decorator, I pledge to uphold the legacy of Merrick's, ensure that Donegal remains a beacon of beauty and wonder for cycles to come. How can I help you? We need to put our flags and colours everywhere and upset your beautiful balance.
My directive confirmed. Let us begin with banners, then.
Right.
I am certain you will find this design to your taste.
How did you do that so quickly?
Very good. Let us continue inside.
Ah yes, more banners.
I have prepared everything you might need. Once your task is complete, please let me know.
Yeah. Is it always up to me?
Well done. All I need now is your signature.
My signature?
My
It's faction leaders out there.
serve you.
Ah yes. Please sign this and I will be on my way. The steward extends his hand, offering the document for your signature with a practiced efficiency. I hereby certify that the embassy building has been meticulously inspected and prepared in strict adherence to established standards and regulations, ensuring it's suitable for diplomatic operations. Signed, Master of Interiors, the aesthetic architect, the artful eye, who use a fake name. As part of the alliance, give it,
Thank you for your assistance. Our esteemed guests are on their way.
See everybody get settled in. Falstad, but Kurudin. I can't remember the specifics of where the Wildhammer Dwarves were at. Look at this Worgen fellow with his hat. You're all just gonna take in the room and... Okay. Why is Jaina the only one with a health bar?
Well, I'm listening.
You mean to tell me you have an interior decorator this whole time, and you have been holding out on me? Well done. You're rearranging me chambers when we get home, are you? No, not at all.
You may take your leave.
Hang on.
The three
Oh, we grabbed
hammers
that.
stand as one.
Lyria and I didn't have a chance to speak before she departed for Dalaran. Know what she went through.
The
Oh,
Alliance will. Illyria, when I heard about Dalaran, I would have come sooner. I wanted to. But the state of the world right now, the Radiant Song.
It's all right, Terralion. You don't... We each have our responsibilities to bear. Truth be told, if you had seen me as I was, what I had started to become...
I should have been there for you.
You were. More than you could ever know.
We stood together for 1,000 years. I'll stand by you for 1,000 more.
oh.
And the next time I push you away,
I wait until you ask me to come back.
and it's a good thing I always do.
I've missed you, Illyria. And I'm not going anywhere.
I know. We stand together, Terralion. Here and now.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Roll.
Well met.
Just hello.
Now is not the time to mourn.
No, everybody
Now
with the
is
greetings.
time to fight.
No, stop this.
Must go. Apologies.
After my dad did whatever he did. Pardon me. Titan machines are back online, even the ones here in Donegal. That Graham was having enough fun with Brynth, asking her 1,000 questions. Now he's helping her sort through the archive. And now he wants your help. He was too excited to tell me why, but he wanted you to meet him in the archive.
Mind yourself, champion. We
Aye.
need you.
If they've got it all working, they can access a literal cavalcade of memories.
Give me something to figure out.
I can't believe the archive is back online and that this ancient transport is active again. Bimph and I are both keen to find out where it goes. Guess there's one way to find out. Are you ready to go with us? I'm ready.
I have validated a destination for the teleporter. Activate it when you are ready, champion.
Alright. At first glance, the teleporter pad appears dormant, its surface still and quiet. Yet a subtle hum emanates from within as it rotates slowly. Tap.
It works! Oh, I hope it's more books or gems. Let's go.
Yep, we just pulled out the heart of Azeroth.
It's a Titan vault. And it's just like the Chamber of Heart.
Oh. What is this thing?
Directive.
I think we've asked her this before. Yes, it is.
May the deeps continue to ring.
Fascinating. This is clearly a chamber meant for a keeper. But for what? We need to investigate.
I will ensure your name is in the archive.
Range. The mechanism and console here is receiving power, but I cannot initialize the reboot sequence. Dagran's query may have to wait. I have been able to ascertain the facility's destination, the Vault of Memory. This leads me to believe that my original theory was correct. It is connected to the archive in Donegal. Perhaps, since both of you are familiar with this type of Titan installation, you may have a better chance bringing it fully online.
Go on then, champion.
We give it a go.
Have a go. I'll help you if I can.
Console's surface is adorned with shifting patterns and pulsating jewels. Encased in a time-worn stone, its mechanism, a labyrinth of arcane gears and glyphs, lies dormant, unable to automatically restart. We touch it. Oh, it's one of these. Rewire. Oh, right, I see. Is it simple enough? We'll take a little minigame. There we go.
It's reinitializing. I now have access. But the machines must be...
But what?
Thanks, Dagran. I now have access to the mainframe here in the Vault of Memory. There is a lot here, but it is fragmented. It will take time to recompile it. And some data, I'm afraid, may be damaged and need repair.
Conversation terminated.
What is it, Dagran? Nymph and I have been through a lot together, haven't we? First I was just curious about this Isle of the Earthen. Now I feel like she's part of my family. Oh, bless him.
Time to think. I feel the Earthen have come a long way since last we were here in the archive.
A factual statement. When I first answered your queries, the archive was lost to us, as were the Stone Vault and Awakening Machine. But now, we have a future, and slowly we will also have our past. Largely, we have you and your clan to thank for it.
You needn't mention High Speaker. I'm just glad you'll be around for as long as you were meant to be.
Thank you. I will admit that I approach that prospect with some trepidation. The Earthen that are emerging from the Stone Vault will take our culture to the ends of Azeroth. But who knows what lurks here in our past? What will we uncover about our purpose and the Titans?
I hadn't thought of that. Well, come what may, I'll be here to help you.
Your continued assistance is appreciated. I feel you have made me feel as though I am part of your clan.
To properly be part of my clan, you'd have to marry my granddad,
That crap.
like. But that wouldn't work for many reasons. That was
Grimflux puzzles.
You'll always be part of my clan. Blood, water, or stone.
There we go. Good recovery.
You have my focus.
This will be a long process. Longer, I fear, than Dagran can stay here in the Isles. But perhaps there are many Titan relics I can use as keys to unlocking information in the mainframe or repair it. That may make the process go more quickly. Only time will tell. You have helped us enough. Go back to Moira and tell her what we have discovered.
This will take some time. Dagran and I can handle it from here.
Alive with swirling
Let's do
pans.
this.
Oh.
Tell Ma not to wait up.
Vibrant jewels pulsating with arcane energy. The console is encased in a shimmering aura of power. Its mechanism, a symphony of whirring gears and dancing glyphs. Thrums with life. It's this structure that I'm like, this is a door. You know, this is a gate, a door, a path. Whatever could it mean? Well, he's set up for patches down the line. The music in here. It's like that rebirth sounding giant moment of hope crescendoing. Interesting choice for the room. Right. Who else needs some help then?
There you are. What was all this fuss about in the archive now?
Well,
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
well, I know where to find Dagran if I'm missing him. It's good to see him so happy and in his element. He's done me proud. Thank you for helping him along the way. Oh, it's been a pleasure.
I dismiss you.
Yeah, a lot of folks from the city are eager to lend a hand and support our attack on the Nubians and Xal'atath. I think it's worth reaching out to them to see how they could pitch in. The more support we gather, the better.
We
For we
survive.
accept Magni's got something to say. Well, I'm near Freegar anymore. If I ever was. Am I still Azeroth's speaker? No way to know until I'm called again, I suppose. When I think of the energy Azeroth had locked inside of me and how long it took me to come here and use it. To think freeing and healing these people and myself was what I meant to do all along. I need a moment to think and breathe. And let the wind flow through my beard. He's so happy.
I would never succeed. Moira, can I speak with you?
Don't worry, Father. I have everything under control.
I can see that. Better than I would have done with these machines. I just wanted to say...
Oh.
I'm proud of you.
You're what? Oh, I never thought I'd hear you say that. Are you in a bad way then?
No, and I deserve that. I've done some things I'm not proud of.
We know.
But in spite of me, you've grown up to have a keen mind for governing, and the heart to let Dagran be the man he'll be.
Oh, I've a mind to tell you again what I think of what you did to me as a lass.
Well said.
And to Dagran's father. The older I get, the older Dagran gets, and the more I learn about leadership. I can't fully forgive you, but I can understand you.
I only wanted to protect you, and I've not done a good job of it. We're in grave danger, even now. But you don't need me anymore, and it does me good to see how strong you are. And that when I'm gone, you'll carry on and rule with a grace and strength I could only dream about.
Thank you, Father. Let's hope that time doesn't come soon.
Would be cruel of them to just kill him off soon when he's finally back in his body, as it were.
Have you heard anything I need to know?
Alright, let's go help.
If you hear anything I know,
Or ask for help,
let me
rather.
know.
You all have fun. Again, we'll focus on main quest. There'll be new side stuff popping up all over the place. Wanna go pretty busy as well. It's nice to see.
Plenty of treasure around here. And I'm betting we can use it to take the fight to Xalatath.
The adventure of exploring the unknown. There's nothing like it, eh, Baruch? Okay, this is the dialogue he had when he was first here. I believe Sir Finley's little treasures here. Yeah, they'll come active on Season 1. So those will be the rewards for doing delves. Unfortunately, it's a lot of transmog goodies. Again, we'll pick up all these purple quests once we get the story done. And we'll go back through the upgrade quests.
We have slept long enough.
Yeah.
Until next time.
We went around and greeted all these people when we first got to the city. It's just introducing us to all the different vendors and stuff we will need for the end game.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
He has a load of stuff left over from reputations earned. Basically just thanking us and giving us piles of rewards for leveling up our renown with them.
My directive has been
3 of those shiny blue stones now.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Get some very nice shoulder pads. Ooh. I think we should just pick those up now. I know we don't have loads of this currency, but that is a big upgrade. Might as well.
My thanks for
It's a transmog I'll want at some point anyway. Boop. Very nice. Quick.
That's where I got it. I find more stuff for you.
Paul Stormwind, Paul Walgrimar. They do not have their military head yet. Whoever Baelgrim was. Storm Warden? Something like that. go. We'll hand that in. Or side quests too. Or spindles here. Isn't that nice? They let the cute little spider into Donegal.
Let's get down to business then.
Thank you. The more people we get on board with helping, the more successful we'll be. It won't get anywhere if we don't have a large enough fighting force. The Irvin are nae in good shape. I think Illyria may be helping with that.
Mind yourself, champion. We need you.
Corellion and Geora are training our new Irvin allies as ground forces, but we will need more than that. We will need the Storm Riders. Many were lost in the infiltration of the Storm Perch and more to the Nerubians. Their leader, Stormward Belgrim, died valiantly. The surviving Storm Riders are being cared for at a Triad station nearby. We need to do whatever is necessary to get them and their rooks back in the air. They will be the Irvin's most potent weapon in the battles to come.
May your aim never...
I will accompany you, champion. I want to learn about the Storm Riders and their bond with their rooks.
Sure thing, Thrall. An orc after my own heart. Just anything to do with lightning. It's just in for it.
Is this all that remains of the Storm Riders?
Oh no. Might well be, Thrall. Oh, that's the lady we had on side quests. Oh man, these are done. Storm Rider Edeltrau shows no outward signs of injury, but nevertheless appears to be in great pain. Okay. I keep reliving the battle over and over, like my memory is broken. I hear the Stormrooks screaming, and see their riders falling. Falling so far. It was chaos. We were expecting reinforcements from Stormperch, but they never came. We were overwhelmed. Yeah, Stormperch was absolutely done in as well. Humfrid. Storm Rider Humfrid wears a 1,000-yard stare. He doesn't even look up as you approach. Hello? It takes him a moment, but Humfrid eventually meets your gaze. I'm sorry, were you saying something? Are the 4 of you... 5 of you? All that's left? As far as I know. Even if we were well enough to fly, Stormrooks are gone. What use are we now? He's having a rough time. Storm Rider Vokmar's injuries look severe, but he should pull through. Alright? My shoulder. Don't dare remove this pauldron. Maybe the only thing holding my arm together. Where did the Stormrooks come from? Stormrooks have always been with us. Only Stormward Belgrim knew of their origins, and he took those secrets to his grave.
The Storm Riders are proud to protect...
Storm Rider Merrand appears to have a significant head injury. She looks to be shielding her eyes from the light. Holding up okay? Been better. Hit the ground hard when I lost my Stormrook. One moment she was under me, the next she was just gone. Would Belgrim have told anyone how to summon Stormrooks? I do not know. Maybe Gorin, but he is gone too.
Well. Luvsela, may we speak to you?
Luvsela? I can't believe what has happened. So many Storm Riders lost, and the poor Stormrooks. They were dispersed back to Skywall, a place they haven't seen in Titans know how long. They must be so scared. How do we get more?
All the Stormrooks are gone.
Oh.
I can't help you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have my fish to, water.
She's worried
She
for
is
them.
hiding something. Follow her.
You didn't have to say it so ominously, Thrall. You know she's not, like, a baddie. You know she's concerned. She doesn't want all of, like, the Stormrooks to get killed. Assumably. Sharabendry. Ah!
Shalbendry, no!
Shalbendry, thank you.
Easy, friend. We don't want to harm your rider.
I follow the edicts.
I'm sorry about Shabendry. She was just protecting me, and I lied to protect her. But you truly don't intend to take her away. You just want to summon more Stormrooks? Yes.
Winds and wings carry you.
I love the Stormrooks. Taking care of them was my directive, so they're all I have ever known. But even so, there are questions about them that even I don't have answers to. Belgrim. Stormward Belgrim. He was the expert. I pester him about them at every opportunity. He shared what he could. He told me once about summoning rocks at Dahar Ozten. It's an old Storm Rider outpost that predates the Storm Purge. If you want to know more about Storm Rooks, that's where we need to go.
Conversation terminated.
An ancient Storm Rider outpost. Meet us there, champion.
The Titans drive my directive.
When I saw you two coming, I just had this feeling. When you mentioned the Storm Rooks, I was afraid you want to take Shobendre. I don't know what I'd do without her. Oh.
Tell me, how is it that you were given a rook if you're not a Storm Rider?
Shobendre doesn't belong to anyone. But she chose me. Besides, nobody else could handle her. She has this tendency to corkscrew unexpectedly.
It seems you were meant for each other. This bodes well. You have a bond with the Rooks. Even those return to the storm. I can sense it.
They are elementals.
Shobendre may be all that's left. We lost so many.
We did a side quest where the Cloud ones could kind of, like, resummon themselves. Oh, that's why we haven't explored there yet. And there's some boats. We'll hold off on the fishing as we get through our story for now. Is there anyone still about on these? Oh, there are! Ooh, let's have a nosy. Miscellaneous soldiers. All dressed up with their various faction colours. I'm just trying to see any... Oh, and then we have the mechagnomes and the gnomes. Just representing everything. Again though, didn't say hello to Danaf Trollbane. Fascinating that he's here. And I can assume on the Horde we have a similar situation. Yep. Load on the inside too. Good stuff. Right, this is where we crashed. Sadness. Come a long way. Right, let's go investigate this spot then. Fancy crystals. Rain.
Hold, Outlanders. This place is off limits to all but Stormward Baelgrim.
Oh dear.
You didn't hear? Baelgrim. He's gone.
Conversation initiated.
Oh, wasn't this the dude we did the side quest with for the Cloud Rocks? So he looks after them. And the Storm ones. I can't quite process it. Baelgrim is gone? Doesn't seem possible. He is the very embodiment of the Storm Riders. Without him, what's become of the rest? You worked with him? Yes. I was his first Storm Guard. I was at his side from the very beginning. We had a falling out over the binding of the Rooks. I had hoped that time would eventually bring us back together. It is hard to believe that opportunity will never come. And of all the other Earthen here? I'm not certain. I learned of Earthen congregating here and came to investigate. They seem to include Oathsworn and Unbound. The only commonality among them is a compulsion to come to this place. I have not seen or heard anything like it in all my years. Plus, they're all brought here, assumably, to become Storm Riders by
Don't wait up for
something. So Baelgrim is gone. Now others have come. You mean to summon more Rooks, don't you?
May
Yes.
the path you forge be your own.
I'll tell you what I told Baelgrim when we last spoke. The binding of Storm Rooks is wrong. These creatures are as smart as Earthen. Some might say are smarter, but Sela seems to be different. If her Stormrook follows her willingly, then perhaps others will make that choice as well if she summons them. To summon Rooks, we need Baelgrim's conduit. It's tucked away here somewhere. have a look around. Maybe ask these pilgrims if they've seen it.
Fly high, strike. This Stormbrook has no bindings. It follows your directive still.
Follows is a strong word.
You knew Baelgrim, and you know the Stormrooks. Then you were a Storm Rider. Cycles upon cycles ago, yes.
It appears that the ancient Storm Riders would practice throwing axes at targets. The weapons are in remarkably good shape for being left out in the rain. No sign of a conduit, however. Let's go have a good old natter with folks. You're not.
The directive is to protect the unbound.
The protection of the unbound is my top priority, but I was drawn here nonetheless. What if the best way for me to protect my people awaits me at the peak?
Find your path. The two shorter towers appear to have been armories. Could the conduit be stored there?
He said, very loudly. Spears. Oh, we got one of these while we were fishing. Spears were evidently also employed by the Storm Riders of old. The conduit was such a weapon. It's not located here. Fancy shield. The structure looks to be an armory. Most of the weapons and equipment are packed away, but it is unlikely that Baelgrim would have kept such an important artifact mixed in with such common items. I've never been this far from home. I shouldn't have been here. Affirmative, but here we are. All of us for some reason. Perhaps a new directive. Adala!
Work cycle enthusiastically paused.
Fancy looking, Irvin? Normally, I don't set foot outside Donegal except to soak at Boulder Springs. But I couldn't help but come here. Something tells me it will be fabulous.
Back to it then. No, my curiosity ebbed when I found something dead in the main tower.
Want to elaborate on that? No? Caulfield Day.
Do you need ore or gems? I can help with that.
I've lived my whole life in one mine or another, but something drew me out, and I just had to come here. Hey, Shock Doctor in the chat. Here to see all the lore and stories since you blazed through it like a tryhard, even though... No. Hey, it's alright. These are all things that can be experienced leveling another character, but we have gone through very slowly, reading all of the quest text. You can find it on the full playthrough on the channel. It's been a lot of fun going through and getting into the writing and terribly voicing all of it. But there's a lot of well-written stories here. A lot of heavy themes, a lot of interesting stuff, some funny stuff. The Elven particularly have really taken me by surprise. Didn't expect to like them as much as I have been.
Work cycle. Sorry, I have not seen it. And I walked all over this site. Except for the towers. Heights are not for me.
What a strange pace to be brought for all Storm Riders if you don't like heights. Oh dear. They're gonna struggle. Got ya. Mug. By the looks of it, Storm Riders of old enjoyed a good drink between sorties. No reason Baelgrim's conduit would be out here though. Ah, fair enough, Shock Doctor, if you've been moving that quickly and getting everybody up and going. As I say, we've covered all the side quests in each zone. We've still got some more to do now we've hit end level. Some more side quests are starting to pop up everywhere. But we start a zone, do most of its main quests, and then do all the side quests. As I say, there's a lot of going through it. This building looks like a storehouse, but the items contained herein are mostly sundries, with the odd weapon laying about. There's no sign of Baelgrim's conduit. My renowns are 7776 so far. That's just the side quests and the main quests in each zone. I felt no need to rush. From what I could tell with the leveling nerf, it seems, I don't know, it's something people are going to forget about real quickly and was minuscule. Like, Eh. Oh, skeleton. Kobold skeleton. Skeleton appears to be that of a kobold. Bone fractures are consistent with a fall from a great height. What was this guy up to in here? Curious. What were the kobolds doing? Assumably not trying to become storm riders. This place is falling down. Oh. Looks like someone has started to position the chest for a drop over the edge, perhaps in an effort to break it open. Ironically, the chest does not appear to be locked. Oh, kobolds. Then the side quest should help you out a lot, Shock. There's a lot of them. Oh, well, we found it. The kobold was trying to seesaw the chest off the side. Silly kobold. Well, paid for it. The extinguished candle is a macabre touch.
I can summon the storm rooks?
Affirmative. If we can get you...
I know, but I love them still.
...to the peak.
It's been adorable seeing a lot of the side quests in the Ringing Deeps were going into kobold stuff and their societies. They got a little town as well, which we didn't quite get back to them as a quest hub, but I think at some point we will. Have you found the conduit?
Trust in the edicts.
Not only was Olberig once a storm rider, but he served as Baelgrim's right hand as a storm guard for a long time. Seems they had a falling out over the rooks. But Olberig says the conduit will serve as a beacon. If the storm rooks of Skywall are willing, it will guide them through the storm. He also seems to think I should be the one to use it. Morning's not going too badly, not too badly. Tea's gone cold already, but that's on me. How's your morning going, Shock? Hope you got yourself a warm beverage as well. So we continue on with our main quest.
Titans be your guide.
It's been a long time since I've seen that conduit. The last time I saw it was the last time I saw him. It is strange to see it in the hands of anyone other than Baelgrim.
Ah, fair play, bub, fair play. Hey, you could still be doing alright and be at work. I think Metzen, like, in the interviews I've seen, Metzen came back and was like, oh, things have really changed on the WoW team. It is more democratic, it is more people working together, sharing ideas rather than a few people at the top, just saying we're going here, you work with it. Now it's way more of this correlation of ideas and people pushing together, and that patch cadence they got with Dragonflight. And what he did was he came in and said, right, rather than doing this expansion at a time, let's go bigger. And he's just kind of front-running that, but still very much checking in with people, ground level. It's like he's come back in and his experience is helping shepherd them all together to more thoroughly tell these stories and world building and all these different side quests, main quests, more cinematics, all of it. Again, the team started working real hard, like even before he came back. And he was just able to, as you say, bring that leadership and point them towards more ambitious goals. I'd say between him, Holly, Terran, and everyone we've been meeting on the team in all the different interviews and wowcasts, they're really hitting a stride. Very excited for this trilogy. It all bodes super well for the future of this game.
Before we use the conduit to summon the Stormrooks, we need to recharge it. There are other, gentler ways to do this, but we have to work with what's on hand. The way to the peak is overrun with hostile elementals cast off from the storm. If we send them back to their plane, we can capture their residual energy and re-energize the conduit. While you work on recharging the conduit, we will go ahead and prepare for the ritual at the peak.
May the path
be
your own.
Oh, he's even deeper voice. Urban from across the island have been drawn to this place. And of a strange coincidence you'd show up now too. Maybe it's because Baelgrim's gone, or a new storm ward's coming. Or it could just be biometric pressure. Bah. There's time enough to spin wild theories later. Right now, we need to assist the pilgrims that have foolishly attempted the summit unprepared.
We can't be worrying about them while we try to summon the Stormrooks.
Fly high.
Absolutely.
We'll fly ahead and prepare.
Season 1 and all that stuff should be pretty fun.
Where is your Stormrook?
Gone.
Oh.
Well, ride shall Bendry with me. She's strong enough to carry us both.
Hi. Thank you.
Bless. I did miss Chris as well. BlizzCons were never the same without his rousing voice and just that sheer charisma of knowing how to get people. Like, even that year where, oh man, where they didn't really have anything to announce and they did like that 10-minute, 20-minute, an hour-long section, it felt like, of like Geek Is. Still engaging because he was the man front-running it. As silly as it was. I heard about that, I just don't tend to run any add-ons. Not for many years now. Just can't be bothered with it all. I'm happy to just let the game speak for itself, as much as the quality of life stuff would help. Maybe it'll highlight stuff they can work on. I need to know what's up there. Yeah, Wolof. Come on, you lot. You're all fine. That is a bad place to be stood. Get flung off down the cliff. There's some nice music coming in here. Bit of fancy ore. Hang on, Pilgrim. I'll be right back with you. There's just a shiny ore. Web. Let's overload it. The spiders. No, come back. God, they're so quick. Oh, it's still going. Come here, come here. Nah. Is that Irvin gone? We're good. Charge the conduit a bit more. Oh no, I get that. I understand it's more story focused. I believe I've seen one where it might be the same one where it kind of zooms things into the side like another RPG and just changes the focus a little bit. But again, I've just kind of washed my hands of add-ons. I'm sure it's a lot simpler than when I had to deal with and install them however many years ago it was.
I can feel its vibrations. Can you?
I'm just send these in.
Initiated.
Conduit. Belgium used this to call out the rooks through the storm. He seldom spoke of the process. Was he ashamed to have bound the storm rooks? Did he realize what he was doing? Maybe he hid this away for a reason. I've heard the RP folks use all sorts of mods. I've heard a lot of good stuff about the RP servers, that they're very friendly and that people are very engaged with the game and all the stories that kind of function on their own. If I hadn't started streaming, I'd have been really tempted to actually make a tood over on an RP server just to learn more about that. It fascinates me. And I hear some lovely stories. The conduit. Do you feel that? It's humming. No, it's practically singing with power. I've heard this song before, late at night in the storm-perched rookery. When the storms would come and lightning flashed across the bay, the rooks would answer just like this. You can't hear it.
Trust in the edicts.
If the storm summoned these earthen here, does that mean they have a role to play in what comes next? Pardon me. Directed them to a hole up in the cave near the peak for now. I'm not sure what's next for them. Or any of us. I've heard that a lot for PvP. I'm curious to get into it with Season 1 and the match-made rated battlegrounds.
Back to the Stormrooks.
Now I imagine the lack of add-ons will be a shiny pants. Very nice. Mayhaps one day, Shock. Mayhaps one day. Now that we've got the conduit all charged, I suppose it's time we joined everyone on the peak. Thrall talked me through what to expect, but also said summoning the Stormrooks will require me to trust my feelings and instincts. And Irvin trusting their feelings and instincts? That's a challenge. You will help me, right? I'm not a fighter, and it looks dangerous up there. If anything happens to me, make sure Shabundri makes it out safe. Please. Aye.
Be your guide. Here we go. Stay close. I can do this. I can do this.
Aww.
I can do this.
Come on, Thrall. Straight back into the story and he gets involved. All the promotional art was kind of setting up like he'd have a big old arc throughout the leveling campaign, but nay. Probably get a focus in patches to come.
Help us hold these elementals at bay.
Aye.
Reach out through the storm, Lucella, as we discussed.
All right. I don't think it's working. They're not listening.
Hold, Lucella. You must believe.
Ow, 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 ow.
It's too much. Drop entry.
Go to her, champion. Lend her your strength.
Understood.
Have need of a Stormrook?
Yep, back bit. There we go.
I can't do this. The Titans.
Aelgrim summoned the Stormrooks on his own. If he defied the Titans, so can you.
Yeah.
Lucella, the Stormrooks know your intention. Focus. Call them, and they will answer.
Hey. Well, a bit of a slow walk.
Well done. The Stormrooks have heeded your call.
Not just mine. Theirs. They chose to help us, of their own free will.
What now, Lucella?
We have a lot of work to do.
Ooh, are you going to be Stormward? Like, once you're successful, the confidence suddenly in the voice. It's good stuff.
The Rooks have chosen their riders. A true bond has been forged.
Good stuff. I did a little bit arena in the last time I did it properly was Mists of Pandaria, but I did a touch at the end of Dragonflight just to investigate, see if I could get one of the elite sets, just because I loved some of the cosmetics, and it was like, no, this is without that extra information, without the experience of knowing what other classes can do these days, you just shut out the water. So I'm hoping the more casual experience of the match-made rated battlegrounds, like, I'm hoping that that will at least be a little easier to get into. But I'm in no rush. Season 1's under a week away. We've still got loads to do. Aye, not too many campaign quests left.
Well done. It seems the Rooks of Skywall haven't just answered the call. They were reaching out to us. They have chosen their own riders for this new generation. I am honored to have played a role in the ritual.
What's done?
Thank you for pants.
We must move forward.
Hey, way better pants.
The Rooks and their chosen riders will need time to bond. Perhaps you should use this time to check in on our other trainees. Storm Riders are the traditional army of the Earthen, but many unbound and oathsworn have expressed willingness to fight at our side to help in restoring their machines. Edelgon, Geora, and Turalian are busy training them. Go and see if they need any assistance.
The Stormrooks and their new riders need time. And you are needed at the shore, champion.
Aye, Frol. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's an easier experience at least. And again, with more and more players coming back to the game, playing it and trying it, it'll just make matchmaking. I don't quite know how it'll be hopefully quicker queues. That's more of my hope. Less of what the specifics of matchmaking and more, my god, can we not wait half an hour for a battleground? Isn't it wonderful? The Rooks are back, and these pilgrims called here to the storm. It's like the Rooks reached out to them. It's like they knew we'd be coming and would ask this service of them once again. So they found their perfect matches from among the Earthen. What about the rest of them? We have only just begun. I believe each Earthen here was called because there is a Rook waiting for them on the elemental plane. We will continue summoning more Rooks later. On the elemental plane, eh? So against the Titans. I wonder if the Elemental Lords will come back into play by the time we get to Last Titan. Hello, Baleen Bandit. Thanks for popping in again. Oh, I'm glad you've been enjoying the streams. I know that given the campaign's coming to an end and we'll start getting into like world quests and delves and stuff, there'll be a little less of that. But it'll still be pretty chill and casual. I'm never going to be running Mythic Pluses or Mythic Raids or truly sweating at things. I'll just be bumbling my way through. So you're welcome to continue joining me for the journeys to come.
Stormrook has its own personality.
I'm glad it's a lot more chill. I mean, I've got the chat just turned off in general, so that won't be an issue for me going forward, hopefully. We'll have to see. They've needed to. I want to try the new battleground too. For all nods to Lufcella with respect.
New Stormrooks, new riders. We're going to have to start all over.
You won't be alone, Lufcella. I can help you. So can Vakmar and...
But I'm no Stormward, Oberg. I don't know if I can.
Lufcella, Baelgrim was as stubborn as a ram's arse and twice as shale-headed. Do you think he knew what he was doing when he took over the Storm Perch? No.
Oh, it's nice to humanize him now.
He was a good rider, but it took him far longer than you to figure out how to train a Stormrook. Sure, he went through many recharges, but he knew what the Titans had done to the Rooks was wrong. We fought about it. That's why I finally left. He wouldn't admit it. But I realized it didn't matter, the way he called them. At some point he changed. More like one of those shaman, like Thrall.
So he knew, somewhere inside. But he didn't...
Really humanizing Baelgrim after the fact. Such a shame he didn't last longer.
Like that. But you weren't afraid of the truth, Lufcella. And that's why you deserve this.
I'm still not sure I do. But the Stormrooks deserve better. And I can give them that.
Aye, Baleen. That's going to be the kind of thing. That's why I'm very excited for Delves, and just to see, as more of a casual solo player, how deep can we push that? Will I actually care about item level again? You know what I mean? Will I actually give a damn about earning a bit of gear and pushing myself in terms of gameplay because of a new evergreen piece of content, like more built for me? And I've never been in Shock. I've never been into Mythic. Like, that group content and the social anxiety and worry, and especially in years past, of people just being unnecessarily hostile, which in years since, the internet has become increasingly hostile. I can't speak to, like, the modern state of WoW dungeon finding. Like, obviously finding a guild and groups of people and friends offsets all of that. But in terms of just hitting these buttons and jumping in, it's not something I wanted to deal with. I'm glad the raids have, like, that story mode coming up, so I can at least see the final boss in the cutscenes, but I hope they extend that. The follower dungeons have been a really fun way for me to just slowly and casually enjoy going through the dungeons. Like, that's been really cool. I hope they get that functionality for raids as well, just so I can go through and enjoy. I might bob into a bit of LFR just to see them, but we'll have to find out. Shabankag indeed. I'm glad to hear the delves are hard, though.
Lackey here to polish Tyralian's armor.
Hey, hey. I get you've a lot to prove, Gaera, but, like, this dude was, like, for Azeroth way before he was alive. He spent thousands of years. We're gonna let it slide. We're gonna let it slide.
The heart of the Maghar is pure and strong.
Finally, a chance to see more of this world and kill what threatens it.
Yep, alright. Tyralian?
Once again, darkness stirs, and once again we rise to meet it. Be it on other shores or other worlds, the Alliance will always answer the call.
Go in service.
See, I think WoW's always been that, Shot Doctor. I think it's always been that. It's just now it is catering to that properly. And so's a lot of other MMOs. Like, ever since things went a little awry in years past and people went to try other games, suddenly all these different developers have actually started listening to each other again. Like, across different games, and are learning from each other. And WoW's needed that competition to make itself push itself. I think it works better for all of those games in the end. Final Fantasy XIV started doing wonderful stuff that people caught up with. And then in the most recent expansion, it's had a bit of a dip as people are like, "Eee." Then Guild Wars 2 is doing some really interesting stuff. That last expansion sounds like it's doing really well. And there's always news, like Riot are still making their big MMO. Who knows what will end up happening with there. But it feels like they're all actually learning from each other again. Not just copying for the sake of it, and not just keeping with the status quo. It'll make them all better for it. It's a wonderful thing. Absolutely. Someone save me from all this bickering. Alliance this, Horde that. I've never encountered anything like it in my thousands of years, even amongst the Oathsworn and the Unbound. If they are committed half the energy they expend on posturing towards training, our task would be complete by now. See what help you can offer my people. They need real mentorship, if they are to be ready for the next Nerubian offense. And classic WoW being there, like the WoW devs adding these segments of the game to satisfy different groups of players is something only WoW can do for how long it's been around. I think it's done really, for people who want that experience, that helps a huge amount. And all the, like, Plunderstorm, I enjoyed way more than I expected, and Remix was just great. I had a great time with Remix. I'm really excited for whatever expansion they do with it next. They could pick any of them, to be honest. Then Bailey, and I used to play a lot of WoW, but now I play a lot of survival games like DayZ and Hunter. So I'm curious to get back into WoW, though. Honestly, it's in a really good spot. It's in a really good spot these days. At least the War Within's starting pretty strong. Pretty strong indeed. And WoW still has its free trial for the first 20 levels. It's always worth having a peek. Oh, I love that Dawn of Gold music. Oh, I disagree on that, Shock. I think it's fantastic. Let them do what they want. Let them customize how they want. They made a stone. Who gives a damn? Let them have beards. Let regular dwarf ladies have beards. Where's the harm? Oh, we're wanted by both sides.
We stand together.
While some of these recruits struggle with discipline, most have a strong work ethic. They only need training and the equipment to make the most of it. Elven weaponsmiths and armourers have been working around the clock to equip this fledgling army. We could use some help getting the new armaments into the hands of the trainees. Oh, we're just carrying stuff around again. That's a nice shield.
Look, flame effect on the top of it. Yes. And a flail, Freda, is flail. Lovely stuff.
For home, for family.
Yeah.
I will hear your words, but judge you by your deeds.
Is this what we are to rely on to help us defeat Xal'atath? The Unbound define themselves by their dissertation, and they have sworn for being made of stone are pretty soft. City life hasn't done them any favours. We've got a lot of work to do. Get down there and give these Irvin a taste of what it's like to face a real threat. Try not to knock any offline, but a maiming here or there would send a strong message to the rest.
Pay attention, Orc.
Trallion!
The Alliance's best
Don't
at work.
fuel the flames!
Oh, will they also talk the enemy to death?
What's happening here, you two? Thank you, Edelgun. Thank you. I think it's just another option to, accentuate it. We'll find out when we actually get the, Oh, hang on. I need to grab the supplies. When we get the ability to make an Irvin ourselves at some point. A lot of the side quests I've done, I was surprised just how many side quests were required to unlock them. Like, there was loads of different ones that were just pieces of that puzzle. Even now, I don't really know. Let's spar. I doubt your skill. No, but wake of ashes. I apologize for my failings, Runs. It's okay. Keen eyes, crossbow. I see martial artist. Let's do spear. Just going through them. We're gathering this. Give. Game. Give. It's not letting me take them. Oh, right. I have to grab the one she wants. I see it's one of these quests. They've become very fond of this. Hammer and shield sword. Grab a spear and go. Yolana. Is she in battle for Azeroth like the gear vendor? Spear line needs bodies. And again. Chucking spears at people. Look sharp. Crossbow. Let's try a crossbow. You're making this up. Hammer and shield sword. There's a light sworn Draenei as well. Heft the hammer and shield. This line keeps growing. Gonna be here all day. What's them an axe? Oh. Alright. Who's in here then? Ooh, General Rakera, Aldrum Brightwing. Haven't seen you in a while. What else we got? Mellard Dawnblade.
Our enemies will fall.
An old ass blood elf. Looks like he's got some fancier armor on.
I serve the light.
Sorvos. Oh, they're bringing all kinds of characters through. It's great. Hagenbrand, you're fishing.
It's not that I mind these outsiders setting up on my stretch of strand. The Irvin need their help, that's for certain, so I can respect their position. I just wouldn't wish they hadn't scared off all my Gorlock friends and our crabs. Only faithful Giswig stayed with me. I just hope they will return when all this warring is done.
Aww, his favourite fishing spot. Now a war zone. A prep zone, I suppose. Oh, look. And there's all our folks. Let's fight. Oh, both of you, sure. Hehe. Oh, look at all that. The gnomes, with the help of the mechagnomes, have really been making some upgrades. Look at these strange-looking tanks. It's like those weird hand finger monsters we've been fighting in Elden Ring. Hey. Oh, and you're the guy who was like the Gnome Heritage Quest captain. It's named folks all over the shop. I love it. I assume then the horde's on the other side of the beach. Aye, that they are. Beat these two earthen. You two, busy doing sod all. Come here. Good on yous. What's we got here? Oh my gosh, Shuja from the Dragon Isles and that new starting zone. Oh, you're just gonna hide. Come here. And then the other warlord. Oh, it's good stuff. Especially, there's always a worry when you have so many characters now. That's the other problem that they've had with WoW storytelling for so long. There are so many characters. How do you get them all in? And it's like, well, for a start, you just have them show up. You know? Doesn't have to be much, but if they're there and they're involved. Got some named Tauren characters. Champion in the middle. I don't know my Horde characters as well as my Alliance characters. I've done bits of their stories over the years. Not as in detail. And certainly, like, Mist was when I really tried to do both sides of the story, and before then I didn't really. Oh, we've got some of the Forsaken Council here too.
What is it you ask?
Elmont.
We have much to do.
Fancy stuff. Up or. And the Warsong leader. And Leodrin just like slowly going about. Desco, saw you in Mists a lot. Oh, that's exciting. A Gob squad.
Meddling Titans. Do the Alliance and Horde always bicker like this?
Yes.
Loktar!
You lit a fire down there. We will continue to fan the flames. Go now, secure in the knowing you have helped these Earthen on the path to glory. The Nerubians won't know what hit them. That's the plan. Now they're starting to look like a real army. We'll continue with their training, but I believe you have more important matters to attend to. I don't doubt it, Trellian. Give me that shield.
Walk always in the light.
Speak freely and honestly.
You've already done us a great service here. We will carry on by the example you have set. You should return to Dar Oztan and see to these new Storm Riders you've recruited. They will undoubtedly benefit from the same diligence you have shown here. And you can get away from these two and their posturing. I envy you.
You would do well to remember.
Oh my God!
Witnessed here, Orc.
I swear to God.
Oh, I won't soon forget.
Go, champion. Spare yourself.
What happened to 7 years of peace, Terrellian? What happened to 7 years of peace and you're actively goading like one of the most war-hungry orcs we've got at the moment? I don't blame Geora. Like, having gotten through all that Lightforge zealotry on, like, alternate Draenor and escaped with their lives. Like, sure. You'd be a bit angry. Oh, it despawned. I hate that. That's one thing they need to fix. Much as I'm enjoying WoW now. In a way that I've always played the game. I've always enjoyed it. Those little bugs.
Here with the wild hammers now too.
Ooh. There's like little things. Like nodes despawning as you get to them. Having to like walk away from a quest vendor as you accept quests to kind of reset them to then get the quest. Lots of little things.
Have need of a storm rook?
Hoping they get to them though. Patch cadence just means more content more quickly, so. All that 20th anniversary stuff was, Tier 2 revamps, oh, bigger Caverns of Time event, oh, a transmog competition, oh, all in for it. It's good to have you back. Did all go well with the ground forces? We're just about ready to start flight training here.
Winds and wings carry you.
Kudrin Wildhammer has come to train the new Storm Riders in aerial maneuvers. Thrall says his clan rides griffins, much like the Storm Riders ride Stormrooks, so he should be of great help to us. Unfortunately, a few of our new recruits seem to have wandered off with their Stormrooks. I wanted them to have a chance to bond, but it's time to come home. Would you mind rounding them up? Thrall and I are putting together something special for these rookies lessons. I can do that.
Unfortunately, a few of our new recruits have wandered off with their rooks. I wanted them to have a chance to bond, but it's probably time to round them up. I would have asked Olberig, but he has wandered off too.
A clever way to do it. Just get the wild hammer to come, show them what's what. That's when we first saw Baelgrim, like, flying around the end of the intro, chucking storm hammers. It did feel very wild hammer.
A magical city traveling the world.
Yep.
Just think of all the places it saw before it fell here.
It was a lot. I will miss it terribly.
Conversation initiated.
Just think of all the places we could see and explore. The sky is truly the limit. What happened to being afraid of heights, my dear? You can do this.
Conversation terminate. Apologies. We seem
Aww.
to both enjoy exploring. Let's go, Traumer.
Good on you. You get a friend to take you along the way. Sorts you right out. Sometimes.
Then it better be a fiddler with a ready drink.
I'm just chilling. I see that your Stormrook is as ostentatious as you are. I'm really quite absorbed in the moment just now. Whatever this is. Can't it wait? No.
Fly high,
Come on.
strike true.
Oh, and you've got the armor on
It
now.
seems our absence has been felt, Fawa. Best not to keep our admirers waiting any longer.
So fabulous, my dude. So very fabulous. Oh, is that a glyph on the top of there? It is. It is. I knew I'd missed a couple. Oh, a rare. Protected from all attacks with a storm shroud. If we get hit by a lightning bolt, can we get a buff that lets us hit you? No, seemingly not. Maybe we have to find an item on this mountain that unshields you? There's not a quest marked enemy. We'll figure that out at some point. Oh, it's an elite rare though, so it probably boop a snoot. Pretty rough. Let's go and find our third rider. Oh. Fancy. Oh. Oh no, it's exploding ore. No, I hate these. I hate these. Just give me the ore. I don't want it. No. Just give me. Nah. Festering rock pool, eh?
That appears to be the last of them, for now. But we should stay vigilant, Vatar.
Oh, you came to fight. Whoa. Big rock ancient over there. And immediately, cursed gullfish. Ah well. Need a better fishing rod.
Conversation initiated.
Together we now stand guard against all threats from ground, sea and sky. Oh.
Back to flying. Yes, of course. The mission must always come first. Up, boy! Let's fly!
Oh, he seems so excited to be able to do his duty just all the better. What, it was like half an hour ago we saw like the remaining Storm Riders and how done they were? Bit of new blood, bit of care and attention. Up they all go. Right. See how they're getting on with the Wildhammer.
We cannot wait for this Ulberig any longer.
You know, I can go find him. Alright, go. He's always so enthusiastic. I've got to try reining his voice.
Council of Three Hammers requires me present, but I'd rather be riding me gripple. Wee bit stuffy in here, isn't it?
Okay. Right then.
I miss the open skies of the hinterlands.
Good on you for rounding everyone up. We're looking to start formal flight training, and we wouldn't want any stragglers now, would we? I'm eager to see what these storm rooks and the Earthman can do.
The Council of Three Hammers requires me present.
Now that all our recruits... Sir Dial, a present. It's high time we took to the air. See what I did there? High time. No? Right then. We'll be putting these rookies through their paces, starting with the basics of aerial manoeuvring at speed. We'll do our best to simulate the kind of precision flying we might expect below ground. After that, we'll up and see what these rooks can really do. Thrall and Lucella have something special cooking. They're going to shoot lightning bolts at them, aren't they?
Just like we practiced, Lucella.
Yep.
The storm.
You're absolutely just going to hook lightning bolts at them.
Ulberich, where are you? We need you. Initiating!
Oh.
Well done. The storm has granted the rooks its strength.
Well, crackling.
Right then, let's get these birds in the air and see what they can do.
Outlander, please take Shroudbendry up. I'd like to stay in case Ulberich returns.
I mean, I can go look for him, but... Oh, and it gives you the option if you're not comfortable with skywriting, or it's a disability option where you can let the game kind of do it for you. We'll give it a go, leading. Hey, Dragonflight course. I haven't done many of these.
Let's start by swinging out over the ruins of Dalaran.
There are world quests for them, so we'll find ways to do them.
Come back down.
I wish I could have seen it whole. Such a wonder, such a loss.
Nyum.
We'll do a circuit of the bay. The water ought to make for a softer landing, just in case one of you takes a dive.
Yes, but then we would be wet. Think of our clothing, man.
Adalar, come on.
Fly as low as you can. Imagine a cave room full of stalactites over your head.
Let's not talk about caves. My former directive was mining. I've had enough stalactites, thanks.
It's nice there's a lot of them flying about with us as well.
Zella sure gave your rooks some pep. Woo, they don't seem to be tiring at all.
Fawa and I would like a rest cycle after this, just the same.
You're doing great for a bunch of rookies. I think we can move on to lesson 2. But first, let's buzz the ground troops down on the beach and give old Taralian a scare. Set her down easy. We're just getting warmed up. It'd take a hand's worth of these hill dwarves to bring one from the Airy down.
There you have it. Raw recruits made of stone, soaring on the backs of birds made of lightning. Proof that old Kudrin can teach anything to fly. But we're not done yet.
The Council of Three Hammers requires me present.
Did you think I hadn't noticed those rooks spitting lightning? Sure beats tossing hammers. But it won't mean nothing if the Storm Riders can't hit where they're fighting. Let's test their aim. Got some gnomish contraptions here that'll project easy targets for practice. Take Shroudbender back out there and show him how it's done.
Take Shroudbender back out.
Shroudbender, thank you. Alright, let's go. Oh, and it swaps my customization for them. That's interesting.
But how?
Urge your rook upward. They discharge as they gain altitude.
This will make for quite the show. Anyone fancy putting together an aerial act?
Only if it's an act of war.
Not bad. But not bad is nearly good enough.
There's a rare down there.
Process that this is a new directive for us, right?
I thought, oh, it's the whole place, right?
The Nerubians care. Looks like you can handle hitting stationary targets. Let's see how you do with a moving one.
Hang on, Curtin. There was a rare around here somewhere. That is probably already dead. That's fine.
Now that was some fine shooting.
Thank you.
It'd take a hand's worth of these hill dwarves to bring one from the area down.
Now that's the stuff. There's a real number on those projectors. But what we really need is a moving target.
Ah, a wee bit stuffy in here, isn't it?
These recruits seem to be up for a challenge. Let's find them something with a little bite. I saw a poor giant just offshore being pestered by swarms of flying devils. Let's see if these rooks can shoot their wings off him, provide some relief. You and Shabendri are setting up a good example for the rest. Keep it up.
Right then, let's hunt those beasties.
Oh, another glyph as well. Zap.
Lasses, we are thousands of years old.
It is not age that matters, but experience.
Well done, everyone. I think it's time we gave your storm rooks a breather.
Champion, I think I saw the old Storm Rider Ulberich while I was flying by the meadery. Ye might check on him while I take the flock home to roost.
Hang on, let me just... Is the glyph not here and while this quest is active? God damn it, game. We'll have to come back for it another time. Oh, he's probably gone to where Baelgrim fell. Nope, there was another quest down there.
Those confounded Nerubians are still lurking around my meadery. Clear
round.
them out before they steal my cinder brew.
Hang on, it's not listed on the map, that quest. I want to grab it before I forget.
Communication and... sorry. Hello?
When the Nerubians launched their attack on the Mymeadery, they left it a burnt-out husk. Edelgon promised to rebuild it, but I got impatient and accepted the Ventureco's offer to help with its restructuring. Big mistake. Now it's clear they had their own agenda. Blasted goblins have taken over, and they're driving the place into the ground. They've ramped up production to unsafe levels, pushing the cinder bees and our equipment to their limits. Please help me fix this.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Oh, it's for the dungeon. Fair enough. I'm glad we grabbed that. Another day. Ulberich.
What do you want?
The training went well, did it? I'm sorry I wasn't there for it. There was just something I had to do.
May the path you forge be your own.
Please excuse my absence. It was never my intention to turn my back on the Storm Riders, then or now. I needed to come here and pay my respects to Baelgrim. Unfortunately, these blasted Nerubians are still lingering. I think they're searching for something, but I don't know what. Whatever their reasons, I cannot abide them lurking where Baelgrim fell.
Honor the Titans. How often did we have the same argument about our storm rooks, Baelgrim? And how often did that blasted Titan machine wipe away the memory of it?
Man, he is really aggro Titan. World quest here too. Aye. Killing stuff. Works out fine then. No, he won't. What are you all searching for then? Ah. Bits of honey.
I'm out of range.
While I love the look of Hallowfall, I think that's kind of won me over as my favourite. And the City of Threads is really cool. The music in this zone has carried it so hard. It feels very like Lord of the Rings-esque. You know what I mean? It has that kind of sweeping orchestral feel. That real fantasy kind of vibe, for lack of a better word, running through it. It's the big fella in a cave? Seems so.
It's Zerine, Balgrim's Stormrook. Zerine, you stayed, even with Balgrim gone.
Oh, and his rook died as well, so now they're gonna be friends.
Go, fly.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry. He hasn't realised yet. It's alright, we'll let him know in a moment. Let's just finish up this world quest. Might as well while we're here and doing the same thing. Where is this cave entrance? There. I assume. Oh, yep. This is the correct one. Just have to wait a moment. There we are.
It's too far away.
Come here. No bolts for you.
That's that then, no. Can you imagine what those multi-limbed freaks would have done with even a drop of cinder brew?
Right, Brad. We do have some of them on side now. Everything's good. It's all good.
State your business.
This is a gift. Balgrim may be gone, but his Stormrook seems ready to carry on his fight. It's been a long time since I felt such a connection, such purpose. I don't intend to turn my back a second time.
Fly high, strike true.
Merrick's and Edelgard will be expecting an update. On my way here, I heard that they're all heading to the Proscenium to commit to the war officially. We should go and brief them on the readiness of the Storm Riders. I'd like a moment with Zerrin here, but we'll be along soon, and we'll be bringing Balgrim's spirit with us.
Honor the title. I see now. We will both.
He might well be the Storm Lord to come then.
Stormrooks can be free, but choose to serve. Would you fly with me? Thank you, Zerine. We will honor Balgrim together.
Lovely. Right, and that's where one of the big, like, world events is. We haven't done it yet. The Theatre Troupe. Oh, wrong way. Again, as we start getting into the daily and weekly habits of endgame, we'll certainly be exploring and finding all of these things. Want to get the story sorted first. Can only avoid spoilers for so long when you're on the internet. As much as I try. Bing! Oh.
Unbound. It is time for us to come together as one.
Are you in need of a Storm Rider's aid?
Petra and I are ready to serve.
Eyes on the skies.
I think Troma would like to see what's next. So would I.
Go on. Get
Let's
some
be
fresh
fabulous, Flower.
You need a hammer?
I wish Dagran were here to witness this. Where's that boy we're off to now? You know where he is. He's stuck in that chamber.
May your hammer strike true.
I must commend the Irvin for their commitment to their duty. It is high time they broke from these ancient structures and redefined their priorities.
Have courage, no matter what.
Be sure I'm needed down here for this. Perhaps we could use a celebratory aerial flyover.
The way forward will not be
So this is where the Irvin spoke with the Titans. If only they would speak with us now. What might they say?
Xalatath will face the might of the Alliance.
The Horde and the Alliance have done what they can. The most important step can only be taken by the Irvin themselves. They must do this of their own free will.
Together, we are strong.
Too much standing around for my taste. If the Irvin are going to fight, then let them fight. I don't understand the purpose of this gathering.
May your enemies grovel before you.
Yes.
It is long past time we broke from the edicts. I'm glad the Oathsworn are finally willing to embrace the freedom that the Unbound have known for so long.
As you will.
I never dreamed I'd be standing up here for such a moment. My head is spinning. I'm just a rug tender after all. How did I even get involved in this? If I hadn't, we would have no Storm Riders, and no Storm Rugs for me to tend.
Fly high, strike true.
Merrick's?
The time has come. We Irvin are ready to commit ourselves to this fight. That is, of course, if the Storm Riders are ready.
We must. So, we are in agreement?
Yes. We must assist our new allies. And to do that, we must renounce the edicts forever.
It is fitting
Titans will be very unhappy.
that we do so here, where it all began, where the edicts were written. Who would like to do the honors? I, the Council Ward of Dornogal, declare that we are all unbound.
Suddenly peacocks. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, I guess the Titans were not happy with that.
I serve the Titans unswerving.
What have they done?
Colossal Titan construct. This ancient Titan machine of war has risen from the depths of the ocean to eradicate the disobedient Earthen of Dawn. Well,
So,
the Titans sent their ancient machines against their disobedient children. Would our creators have us protect the Coreway at the expense of all else? At the expense of Azeroth herself? Are we meant to preside over a road untravelled, leaving to the world's dead heart? No. Today we are all unbound. We will fight for our freedom. For Azeroth. Oh, I'm gonna shed a
I
tear.
will go ahead and see if I can slow it down.
Outlander, take Shroudbendry.
Oh, sure.
She trusts you. And I trust you to keep the Storm Riders safe from the Titans' machines.
Alright, let's do it then.
Anyone else concerned we're out of our depth here?
No.
Remember your training, Catilda.
That won't be hard considering how recent it was.
Look at the size of that.
Nice, Jaina.
Aren't you supposed to be the stalwart one? Now I'm nervous.
probably do more damage if I got off and just started smacking its ankles, but you know. Doesn't feel like it's doing very much. I kinda wish it was at least kind of swinging in the air. Undercutting the moment just a little bit. Oh, it's shooting lasers. It's just because it's kind of, you know, static. Oh, I get it now. I shield the bombs, I heal when I need to with the spin. We keep laying down. Oh.
Ulberig is back, and he has a rook.
Zerine and I are ready to finish what Baelgrim started.
Nearly there. It's a nice send-off for the Storm Riders, but we can't even really see them fighting it. There's just a load of us like flying in circles around it. Yeah, like what they were going for. Just needed a bit more on the execution side. The other thing with MMOs, you can never always tell if something is bugged or is intended.
And in style, too.
We have made the Isle safe.
Good work, Storm Riders. Take a victory lap and let our people know their shores are safe again.
Yeah, he's taking command. He's absolutely going to be the Storm Ward. Lucella clearly doesn't want to. There was another big construct here while I was questing. Where's that one gone?
Don't assume victory.
It was a trial by fire, but you've proven that the Earthen of the Isle of Dawn are ready for the war to come. Where once there was discord, there is now unity of purpose. They are no longer oathsworn or unbound. They are united, just as we should be, against this darkness.
It seems the Storm Riders have proven themselves once more. As have you, champion.
3 more. Won't be rushing to do all of them today. No need for that. No.
Conversation initiated.
There is but one matter left to be resolved. The Storm Riders are not complete without a Storm Ward to lead them.
I see Zerine has returned. Does he bring our
It could be Lucella. She just seems more chill.
No. Our new Storm Ward.
Well, she's going to have to grow into it.
All along. Lucella has done what Baelgrim and I failed to do for thousands of years.
Aww.
She's brought the Stormrooks to Wing as equal partners, with compassion and understanding.
Very fair. Very fair.
Quite so. But will she accept the burden of becoming Storm Ward, Lucella?
That is the other issue.
If it means keeping the Stormrooks and their riders safe, then yes. Without hesitation.
Hey! That's some character growth for you. That's nice. Well done.
I'll follow the edicts.
I don't know what to say except to thank you, Outlander. I wouldn't have never imagined myself doing any of this, but you gave me the strength to discover what I am truly capable of. What we are all capable of. Stormrooks may be here because of me, but I am only here because of you. So thank you.
Return
You are
to
most
task.
welcome, and I did so little in the grand scheme.
Conversation initiated.
It's been a long time since I've been back to Dornegal. I think I prefer my island, truth be told. As much as I'd like to go home, I abandoned the Storm Riders once before, and I don't intend to do so again.
May the path you forge be your own.
What madness is this? The Titans would truly eradicate the Irvin rather than see them follow their own plans. Aye, the seeds for that third expansion again.
Three hammers stand as one.
Excellent work, champion, and thank you for watching over for all. I think this experience has helped him. In his heart, I believe he's always been a teacher. With Lucella, he's found a capable pupil.
I will never forget.
I am grateful to have served the Storm Riders and helped mentor Lucella. It has been good to hear the song of the elements in the wing beats of the rooks and the crash of their lightning. There is still much to be done to prepare for the battles ahead, but I believe the Storm Riders have proven they are ready.
I did have a better voice for orcs, where you add more gravel to your throat, but while streaming and having to do so for longer, I knew from like 6-hour D&D campaigns with orc villages and cities, you cannot do that voice for very long without completely shorting your throat out. It is not good at all.
Danger lurks.
The widow Arachni sent word via one of those weave rats of hers. She has a lead that may be relevant to our cause, and has invited us to investigate. All the training in the world is useless without knowledge of our enemy. My own reconnaissance efforts in Azj'Kahet were met with mixed results. As you may recall, I admit I am not keen on venturing down there again so soon. Fortunately, reinforcements have arrived with a capable spy master. Unfortunately, she is... well, you'll see. What, arachnophobic?
Find the path to victory.
I hear you need some eyes in the dark, Windrunner.
Hello, Lillian.
The Weaver has a lead that may be relevant to our cause. I would follow it myself, but...
You're busy. I get it. Just stay out of my way. Champion, meet me at the Weaver's lair.
Sure thing, Lillian. Probably a pretty good choice for this. Do you just not like her, Illyria, or is that the vibe here? Oh, down she goes. Right. What can we gather from the rest of the city here before we head down into another place? There aren't any more side quests on the map, so let's just gather what's left in the city before we head off down for another main quest. Got some tendies to grab. Where's that? Up here. Where the box? There it is. 300. Where are we at with it?
'Tis a good day for a bit of buying.
740. Oh, we're a little bit off the yellow Plunder Lord set. We still got the cat frozen from last month. I think the main thing is just getting the yellow version, having some different options for our transmog. How far are we along them? Not far off, we got some more to do. With 24 days left, that's more than enough to get ourselves our golden crocodile. Very silly. Alright, what do we got? Ooh! Faerun's here, Brimp's here. This is kind of like our war table. Spindle, what are you doing up here with your little bell? Packs below. The Sweetrat carries a note upon its body. It's addressed to you from the widow Arachni. Dearest morsel, myself and other members of our 7th Fredge Triumvirate request your presence. Azj'Kahet itself is on the precipice of an evolution. We'll need your unique methods if we're to see it through. And as always, the rewards to you and your cause will be quite magnificent. Faerun?
We are a light in the darkness.
Greetings, friend. I'm here for a short while to help continue rebuilding our relationship with the Irvin. Rimph has come as well, representing the machine speakers. I've been learning so much from her. Our talks are going well. I'm having some trouble keeping down their mead. Strong stuff. Yeah, there's like magma in there, and it's just like honey. It's like the thickest drink I've ever seen.
A beacon in the dark.
Ooh. So we can do a heroic dungeon, beat waves of enemies in the Awakening the Machine, do the Spreading the Light event, or do world quests. I think we'll do world quests as we head about. We don't know much about any of the others yet. There's so much to be done and so little time to do it. Grimp and I have been gathering word of the people that most need aid throughout all of Khazalgar. There's too many to count. Go out and help them. With your aid, we can bring all our people closer together, so that we may all grow stronger.
Do you also hear Beladar's song?
Ooh, some voice acting for it too.
Our deeds give it strength.
Oh, you! Beargoth.
And be heard.
Good to see you. I have a job for you. Sister Edna Blaze of the Arathi is convinced something is wrong with it. Okay, we already did, like, the quest for that place. So this is just a weekly to help you bump your reputation.
May the Titans carve your path.
Angrily scrawled poster. The poster reads, Merryx is corrupt. Steelvein is weak. They cannot protect the Irvin. They do not care about them. They spit upon the edicts. Merryx was bribed to reopen Steelvein's smuggling operation. Steelvein hides behind Merryx's authority. I mean, they're the same person. They are taking from your pockets to line theirs. Do not trust their lies. Guess that's unlocking the Irvin finally. Get to that at some point. Let's go see Bran down here. Gives them some more info on delves.
Around here. And I'm betting we can use it to take the fight to Xal'atath.
That's the hope, Bran, isn't it?
Inquiring minds just got to...
We're going to need lots of resources to fight off Xal'atath. Lucky for you, we've uncovered a source. Some delves we've found are bountiful. On account of the baddies, they are hoarding more treasure. This treasure can only be unlocked with special keys found throughout Khazalgar. Keys and key fragments can be found all about the world. Hunt them down, and then dive into a bountiful delve. And then we get the mount. Complete special time, world quest, world activities, weekly quest. And then you get a key or shards to unlock the bountiful chest.
Get yourself a key, then check your map for the location of these bountiful delves. We've been finding these keys in the strangest places. Make sure to keep your eyes out for them.
Alright, Bran. And that unlocks the customizable this thing. Not quite a dragon, you know. I am a, you know, being able to customize and do all sorts with dragons a little more up my speed than, you know, this thing. But even so, more customization is never a bad thing. Right, let's talk to our upgrade friends. Tornagal, a fascinating new place to everyone, not just the Drakfir. And fascinating new places have fascinating new reagents to find and study, like Valor Stones. I've seen similar objects all over Azeroth, used to upgrade weapons and armor. I hypothesize these will work the same way. Help my research by bringing me any Valor Stones you collect. I'll upgrade a piece of gear for you in return.
In unity,
Alright, we can do that with the shoulders we just bought.
I will do my duty.
How many can we update? Level 4, why not? Go. What have we got? About 500 of it. I think that's about okay.
Farewell.
My friend, you are truly a supportive breeze in flight. Take these as tokens of thanks. Oh, you should give me 100 back. It's very kind.
Be true.
Your help is always appreciated, and now you know you can easily upgrade lower level gear right here. Valor Stones can only go so far, as I'm sure you know. You need these Harbinger quests to upgrade powerful adventuring gear. Much like Valor Stones, these quests are rewarded through many different activities. Harbinger quests have 4 tiers, and more dangerous tasks reward you with higher tiered crests. Bring me 15 weathered Harbinger quests. We can help you upgrade some gear further. Well, I just so happen to have enough. This is wonderful. I'm excited for you to grow in power. And to advance my research, of course, but yes, your power growth.
May we all find what we seek.
Oh, and another. My friend, these crests are magnificent. It seems they can be transformed into different levels of crests. If you find yourself with a multitude of lower strength crests, you can upgrade it to a more powerful one. I think I'm still working on that. I'll let you know when I figure it out. But we can transmute to weaker crests right now. See for yourself. Here's a few carved Harbinger crests. Speak to me, and I can transform them into weathered Harbinger crests, without excess energy or entropy.
It is a world of wonders.
There you go.
Farewell.
We can bob all these open.
It's not ready yet.
And we could have saved these for later as well, because they don't technically count. We still need to find out where to spend these gems.
The skies call to me.
See, isn't it remarkable? I will let you know as soon as I figure out how to turn weathered crests into carved crests. My experience with other crests is any guide. It will take more of the weathered Harbinger crests to go in that direction. But weakening crests? That's easy.
Be bold.
Ah, there we go. There's all our upgrades and stuff. Teaching us more. Oh, the Delver's Guide reviewed within the headquarters. Where's that, Bran? Oh, it's the book. Okay, so this is where it will unlock a Great Vault row, and then more unlocks as we go. From what I've seen of pre-release footage, this will be like a bar to fill up the more delves we do and the more rewards we get. Good stuff. Got one more before we head down to the next city. Oh, and a weekly. The mining trader.
What is your command?
You there. Have you heard of Aquarite? Valuable, versatile, often surrounded by Nerubians. I need that ore. I don't care how you get it. And if a Nerubian does try to stop you, giving them a whack for me. I've got plenty of the stuff.
We must remember.
There you go. So these are our weekly profession quests. Gives us more knowledge, which we can use to get that. There we go. So when we do a rich deposit, we can knock a chunk of rock out and get more ore. Yes. More. Do we have a weekly for the blacksmith yet, or is our skill level not high enough for the blacksmithing? Dragonflight, I think you had to get it to 50. We'd have a lot to do. We're not quite on profession train yet. I was happy to grab that one. Oh, but they've got other factions here as well now, of course. Be the same with cooking and fishing, I'm sure. Catalyst Steward.
And be heard.
By the Titans, observe this item, Paladin. Custodian Kuban shows you something resembling a fractured gem. This is a fractured spark of omens. In the hands of a skilled crafter, a reagent such as this can be infused into other materials to vastly improve the final product. However, this is merely a fragment. If you chance upon another in your adventures, bring it to me. I will combine this one with yours and grant you a complete spark of your own. So that's how we craft a lot of the endgame crafting gear. Ooh, those are some nice warclaves, Demon Hunter. That's Dragonflight stuff, they're just starting. So for like the epic helms and stuff, we need a spark to be able to craft them. And you can only get so many of these sparks a week. The catalyst here transforms gear into like tier set of gear. So even if you are a more solo and world player, you can get a tier set and upgrade it as you go. It was very good in Dragonflight, and just for unlocking more transmog, excellent for that too. Right, we'll hold that side quest in. We'll make our way down towards Azj'Kahet, but we will pass through the other zones and pick up any new side quests and these purple quests along the way. Make sure we're unlocking more features as we go. Yum. I do enjoy my Legion horse, but there was like a button. What was it? Right, summon random favourite mount. If we mark a load as favourite, it will just pick one of them. Right, the Ringing Deeps, what we got? We need to hand that evil candle over to our friend. Helping with maintenance. Okay, that's what Awakening the Machine is. And then 2 quests there. A few world quests about the place. And a locked special quest. Requires world quest within the zone. Understood. Let's go hand this one in and grab those blues. Don't know if they're weekly or if they're daily at the moment. Meta quest. Oh boy. Well, none of them have got daily on them at the moment. Let's find out. Let's go give our friend this evil candle first. Hey, Janky. Oh, Janky not normally turn down new candle, but you sure? I don't know, Janky. You're the expert. Alright, I was kind of expecting that to go crazier. Bob that over there, then I guess our bags are starting to fill up like they did in Dragonflight. We'll keep a shield for off-spec. That might be something to consider eventually. We can just make a shield at that point. It's going to be ages before we get to that. Yeah, it's fine. Right. Still didn't find where to spend these gems. Forge grounds in Dornagar. Well, we'll get back there at some point. Right. Start building up this one. Do the same thing. Quick, do you have anything from Renown for us? Nothing we can afford at the moment. Where are these weeklies then? Oh right, we have all this wax that we need to contribute. Wobbles.
Got a task for you, yes? Fetch things all waxy. Bring 'em quick, yeah? Much to trade for good finds. Get snuffling, friend.
I'm glad we didn't just hand it all in.
Bring back more shiny things.
Boy, this is all filling up. Get rid of that one for now.
Stonehead's got a clunker. Busted and all. Needs a fixing, yeah? You get tinkering. Help mend up that machine. Have good trade for a job well done, yes? Off you go, friend.
20 waves of it. So are these dailies or are they weeklies? They're weeklies. 4 days. I'm glad that you mouse over it and it tells you how long it's got left. Oh, and that doesn't count gathering wax. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, we got one of those rubies. Bum, 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 bum. Now we can get... Okay, one of these was like a transmog set. It was a transmog set on like the first day, and now it's gone. I don't know why. Maybe it was a bug. Maybe they didn't intend to have the transmog set up there so early. We'll hold on to it for now. Oh, there's Granny Scribbles telling more stories. Bless her. Right, well those are more weekly things to get to. I want to get our main quests out of the way first. Head through into Hallowfall. Excuse me, Brimp. My apologies. Okay, we have got quests all over the map. These are regular ass side quests though, not quite the purple unlock a new feature thingamabobs. That's the weekly specific one as well. Oh man. Oh, Glyph. Where? South. Where you shining, Glyph? northwest. Is it up on top of this thing? Aha! So it is. The other one's on the priory. Grab that on our way around. We want to hand in this quest anyway. It was a side quest from Azj'Kahet, bringing someone home. Suddenly I'm getting a little overwhelmed by the maps. Like, stuff to do. Weekly responsibilities. Stuff. It's fine. We focus on the main quest. We'll get down to Azj'Kahet, grab all these. We call it for the morning. There it is. And boop. So the Hallowfall ones. Oh man. We're missing some in Dawn. Missing some in Azj'Kahet. I did.
My faith kindles my hope.
Thank you for that. You're welcome.
Give in to fear.
You've done the Arathi a great service this day. Please stay and help us pay our respects to Ryton and Sir Ashram.
We carry the flame into the
Sure.
unknown.
It is our custom to pay homage to the fallen by burning whatever we can recover of their belongings. Usually it is their tinder boxes, as those are easier to carry. We then return those items to the flame. While we were able to retrieve Sir Ashram's tinderbox, Ryton's breastplate will serve to honour his memory. You have placed your life in danger not only for me, but also for Hallowfall. I would be honoured if you would assist me this one last time in remembering our fallen.
Be strong, my friend.
Sure. Nope, not like that. Game. There we go. Thank you.
There is always hope if we choose to look for it. We're all down here together.
Despite everything,
It is done.
the
It feels both
Arathi find
odd
joy.
and somehow comforting to finally know my dear friend's fate with certainty. Thank you for everything. You're welcome. And an upgrade.
If you are lost in darkness,
Ooh.
we are here to
Sojourner of Azj'Kahet. So we got all those done there. Where's the Sojourner for Hallowfall? As is our custom, we honour the memories of the fallen. Ryton trained me from when I was a cub. I owe him everything.
Same for me. He was the best of us.
I didn't know either of them, but I'm sure they were swell. Farin smiles at the goblin and all have assembled. Gazlo, where did you come from? Sir Ashram gave his life for Hallowfall. Ryton was my mentor and dearest friend. We pay tribute to both here today by co-signing that which they touch to the flame. We also honour you for your many sacrifices. May the sacred flame burn within you. It kind of does, but that's more paladin things, I suppose. Oh, bat. Is that a different troll bat form? Looks way better than the old one. Look at that. Fancy bat. Let's go see our renowned quartermaster. What goodies have you got for me, Aurelia? Oh, nope. Those are side quests. Side quests.
For the Empire.
That's
The
another side
darkness
quest.
comes. We
Oh, you just had work for us to do. No rewards for us here. We'll be back for the many a side quests. Oh boy. Hallowfall suddenly get a load. No matter. We need to keep this story going. We happened to find what treasure Kitty wanted. No, of course not. Eventually. Grab a touch of all. Gross. Disgusting. Make our way down. There's the captured boat. Very striking visual, isn't it? Just whacked in from all sides. Don't get hit by the mines. Need to remember that. Alright. The main quest, and then there is packs. Let's see what that's all about. I assume that's like... If it's pledging loyalty, I assume that means we can like bump up one of the free like mini reputations within there, like pick one of them. We'll absolutely be doing the Weaver herself first though, without question. She is my favourite. They've all done pretty well, but she is absolutely the favourite.
Were you followed?
Damn it, Lillian.
This is your backup? Interesting.
Ooh.
Don't panic, it's just me.
Who are you? Oh, it's our friend who ascended! Not being true to herself and what it might do to her afterwards. What's it feel like? Yatekif looks thoughtful. It's different, but not how you might expect. New doors are open to me, but other familiar ones are closed. It would be difficult to explain to a non-Nerubian. Well, I'm glad you're here. And for main quest as well.
Kahet is Korvan. Look what the weave brought. We meet again.
And you've got your own dialogue as well. Awesome. There is a side quest of... Oh, that's renown. Will we get some goodies this time? Give.
Your skein sing.
Alright, some stuff. The work of the Severed Threads proceeds apace. As such, our patrons have decided to reward your continued dedication. Now take this and be gone. You're drawing suspicious eyes. We are known here, Quartermaster. Right, are the other quests on her then?
I've been expecting.
Yes, packs below. Thank you for making the trip back down to my humble lair. A deep chuckle rumbles out from Widow Arachni. We've got grand plans for you in store. Certainly.
May the weave favor you.
The Severed Threads is ready for you and your allies. It will be a lit torch to Ansarek's webs, the General, the Vizier, and myself, the Weaver. Each have different methods of combating our foes, and different benefits of aiding our accomplices. You may prefer to prioritize one, or perhaps to dabble with all three instead. Meet with our representatives and inform yourself on our varying practices. Then you may forge your first pact. Don't worry, little morsel. No choice is ever permanent.
Do keep in touch.
We've all agreed that my lair here is to be the center of Severed Thread operations. Let's go see them. Bobbin, Eye of the Weaver.
Yeah. Weave Mother says you're good at cutting Queensfolk. We're gonna get along good.
Okay, Bobbin. How'd you follow the Weaver?
The Weaver took us all in when we had nowhere else to go. It's hard to survive in the city when you're small. But we Weave Rats are good at all sorts of things that other people can't do. So we help the Weaver out. We keep an eye on things for her. She keeps us safe until we're big enough to fend for ourselves. Between you and me, though, I think she's a bit lonely. She says it's purely business, but I think she might like us a bit.
Aww. So tell me about a pact with the Weaver then. Whoa! Just talent screen. You can throw rumours about. Trap or snare. Pheromones to enter places. Hidden caches all over the place. New quests. When my pacts with the Weaver, crafting and gathering speed increase. Ooh! I like that one. More web. more crafting. And a quest, a mount, a title, and a unique hearthstone. Fancy. Some very cool stuff, and you have some goodies to sell as well. Oh, just her bits and bobs. We looked through them the other day. Alright, who's next? Solomon.
Have you come to learn?
Oh, look, the others got through as well. The survivors from Siegehold. Ah, you again. Executor Nizrek sees something in you. I do not. But I do not question the master. Potions. Rumors. Artifacts. A quest. Currency received. More currency. More currency. Task. Mount. Title. And a Hearthstone effect. Understood. Hello, Savor. I thought you didn't like Mira, and yet you're hanging out. I'm not sure how I made this new Vulpera friend exactly. The same way you catch a disease, I guess. Savor was a grumpy Gus for the whole ride here. I'll make him smile yet. Bless her.
Hey, don't die out there.
Aw, you're so sweet. Anub Oki. Thank you.
General Anubazal has told me about you. You and your unconventional jailbreak from Siegehold. I like you.
And for the general, we get explosives. And rumors. Pheromones. It's like you're going to have to jump about them to do different parts of the city and different quest lines. Pay our respects and duel him to get a trip. Interesting. I like that. So far the Weaver's winning, but I like that. New task. Oh. Immunity to death once. More reward. Same again. Another quest, another mount. Title and Hearthstone.
The kingdoms.
Interesting stuff. Let me close.
You tread a powerful.
Let's choose a member of them to reward. Undermine the threat of Xal'atath. Destroy ascended loyalists and redeem the military's honor. Machinate politics and sabotage Shireki influence. We'll definitely be starting with the Weaver. I like the idea of more gatherables and faster gatherables. It's what I tend to do more of. This choice will affect all characters in your warband. We can only do one at once. That makes sense. Sure. Ability. Let's bob that down there. Pact unlock. Weekly packs. Accessibilities, buffs and events by forging weekly packs with the members of the Severed Threads. Patron of your chosen pact will grant you nil abilities and buffs to be used in Khazalgar. Rumour quests and treasures will become available after forging a pact. More endgame systems. The Weaver's many eyes lurk throughout the city, learning as much as they can about Ansurek's machinations. Still, intelligence enough will not be sufficient to turn the tide against the Sureki forces. The Weaver requires someone willing to get their hands dirty. Lucky you, I suppose. Oh.
It is good you are here.
There we go.
Until we tangle again.
And then more stuff. Oh, a transmog cloak. Isn't it fancy? We should probably save our cage for now, though. We don't have loads of it. As much as I'd love to start immediately getting all the transmogs, we should wait. It will be recipes we want first.
Tread softly.
Is it a warband currency? It is! Most of the stuff is. Not the Valor Stones, though. Oh, we're at 9. Jesus. We need to do some more upgrading again.
What treasures I have.
Right, you hold everyone's pack stuff all in one spot.
Elix Cottage.
I assume we can only... What's happening over here? You alright? I think you're meant to be leaning the other way. You're kind of... Alright, more power to you. So that should... Yes, there are now world quests on the map.
Were you followed?
This is your backup? Interesting.
Lillian, please. It will start that one, I think, on the morrow. So much more to do. I think all of these then... Yep. Definitely weekly. Overjoyed it labels them. That's very nice. Alright, well. With that then, folks, I will say thank you very much for watching. For all those who've been here live and for those who watch in the future, thank you for spending the time with me. If you enjoyed yourselves, hit that like button, help me fight that algorithm and get the content to more folks who may enjoy it. Subscribe for more on the channel. We're here every morning at 9 AM UK time with our WoW stream. And we are here every weekday evening, 6 PM, for various other games. Currently going through Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Then on to Space Marine 2. We'll probably take a break with a couple more easygoing indie games and see what the future holds. My pleasure, Billy. So until next time, folks, much love, take care, and bye-bye.